Welcome to K Trade Institute. Um, I'm just going to give you some a little idea about how it's important to choose a certain asset or a certain pair that matching your room. If you are a price action trader, what you do is that you must always what you must always be looking you must always be looking what to looking for an asset that following your strategy. You must always be what looking into the assets that is what following your strategy. So for me, for instance, before I trade or before I take a certain asset or a certain pair, I first looking at the chart. I always want to see myself or always be seeing the price or the market is it's either price is going up, that's higher highs and higher lows for the downtrend, lower lows and lower highs for the downtrend. So here I will only interested in looking for selling opportunity and also looking to a higher highs and a higher lows for the in and uptrend. Always be looking for the higher highs and higher lows for the in and uptrend. So if you are logging into a certain chart or a certain pair, something like AUD/USD, I first look at the daily chart to see the directional bias. You can see it clearly that from this pair, price is creating a higher highs. You can see that is a we are in a uptrend from the daily time frame. So price created low here. This is our low. It's created low here. So meaning price is in is a high and created low here. We having a lows here, and now it's wanted to create a high. Then the next phase is to create is the low. Are you getting me? So if you are logging into the chart, I first looking at the directional bias. After looking at the directional bias, I switch my time frame to the nearest time frame, like 4 hours time frame, 1 hour time frame, and a 15 minutes time frame to read for the entry with the same principle I use. When I go to, let's say, let me use 15 minutes time frame. When I switch my time to 15 minutes time frame, what I'm going to look for is looking for the same principle. I want to see the same market idea from there. I want to see the same market idea by looking price moving towards to the up like this before I'll make an entry around this area. So you can also do the same thing by reading basing on your strategy, because the reason why I'm saying this is that it's not all the time, or it's not all the markets move. The price have different ways of moving, and it can get to a point that your strategy will not work on a certain market condition. It is market condition, and we have many types of market condition. So if your strategy is not working on a certain market condition, you need to stay away from that pair. You have to look for a different pair that's following your market strategy. You have to look for a certain instrument that is following your market strategy, because there's a lot of market condition that your strategy may fail. So what we do is that you always following your rules that you use to trade. Not all the time that you may think that someone is saying we should buy, someone is saying we should sell. So you always must listen to the market. Listen to the market only. Don't listen to the outside noise, because the outside noise can also make you it can also lead you to lose a certain, or makes your great opportunity. You may lose confidence from your own analysis you made. I hope you are getting me. So for me, for instance, I'm always looking on a pair that is following my strategy, whereby seeing the higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Or this is for the uptrend, and then for the downtrend, I suppose to see lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows before I will get involved. In this market condition, I will be looking for the selling opportunity, but whereby I'm seeing equal price like this, that's equal high, equal low, equal high, equal low, equal high, and then equal low. Some market condition like this, I don't trade market condition like this. The only thing I do is that I have to seeing a breakout plus retest, then giving me my strategy with the higher highs and higher lows before I will make an entry. So this type of market condition, that's equal highs and equal lows condition market, I don't trade. So that's my strategy. That's what my strategy. I always be focusing on a certain instrument. That is always be following my strategy. You can also do the same thing. Everybody have a certain strategy that is working perfectly, but if you are not using them very well, you will lose. If you are not using them well, you lose. You have to know where your strategy can work for you. You have to know where your strategy can work for you. So then you always trade on that market condition. Thank you.